All right, guys, so as you can see, I've been really busy working on painting my house. I just did the stairs, painted all these walls in here. I've been painting my freaking bedroom. I painted my pool table room. There's a bunch of shit on my pool table, but this is my little game room. Repainted all the hallway, and just trying to get the house done. So I haven't really been able to do a whole lot to the car, but we'll get into another video. So hope y'all enjoy. All right, guys, so I had to pull these wheels off my car, and I'm getting ready to show you why. And pretty interesting. I was driving down the road and these things started vibrating. The back end of my car started shaking side to side really bad when I was going down the road. Couldn't figure out what the hell was going on. My tire's freaking separating. So, and I've only got about 5,000 miles on these tires. You can see the tread's still pretty thick on here. I did not do an alignment on my Audi when I put those wheels on here, because I did not plan on keeping those wheels on here. And I also wanted to replace the front suspension and all 4 shocks before I go get an alignment. And I know an alignment's only 80 bucks, but I hate double spending money. Plus, that gave me a chance to see if there was anything else wrong with the car while I was waiting, because I hate going to get an alignment and then they go, oh, well, we can't do anything to it because this is bad, whatever. So I like to give it a chance so that I can check everything out. I'm not going to go through and freaking replace every damn thing on the car. When I do the front suspension, I typically replace all of the control arms, the upper radial arms and all that stuff, tie rod end links, sway bar end links, and all that kind of stuff. But rear suspension, I typically don't usually have to do anything to that. But I started looking at this one now that I've got it jacked up, or when I had it jacked up to put the old wheels back on it. And it looks like some of my rear trailing arm bushings are dry rotted and cracking and whatnot. And I may be getting a little bit of slop out of the rear suspension. So I'm gonna go ahead. I've already ordered the front suspension for this car. It just hasn't come in yet. But I bought a whole new rebuild kit for this car, and I plan on showing that in my next video regarding this car, but it still hasn't come in yet. I was hoping it would be here for this weekend. Looks like it's not gonna be here until Monday or Tuesday. So I'm gonna rebuild the suspension on this car, and then I'm gonna try and find my RS6 19-inch rotors that I want. That's what I really have my heart set on getting a set, but for the prices of what people are wanting for those freaking wheels, I may wind up going a different route, because I personally can't see spending $2,000 on factory wheels. If they were aftermarket wheels, maybe, but factory wheels, I am a cheap SOB, and I do not want to spend $2 grand on a set of freaking factory wheels. But maybe that's just me. So I'm going to rebuild the suspension in my next video. Hopefully I'll have a new set of wheels and tires on here for the next video, but we'll have to wait and see. Went ahead and replaced the wheels on my Renegade 2. I did have a blowout when I had the car probably about 15,000 miles ago, and I bought this wheel off of Facebook Marketplace because it was an OEM wheel, and I thought it was the same. It's not. So you can see the difference between the two. Not the same. So then I went and bought these 17-inch wheels. They're the exact same pattern as the wheels that were on my car. They're just 1 inch in diameter smaller. Same pattern and everything. Well, 2 of these tires have freaking flat spots in them. So the whole freaking car bounces up and down whenever it hits that flat spot, and it's gonna ruin the suspension in this thing. So I put those wheels back on. I'm gonna freaking sell those rims probably for a loss because the tires are no good. I'm gonna go find, I'm probably gonna have to go to Jeep and order a freaking original wheel for this thing. And then replace the tire and get it going. Because I'm actually getting ready to get rid of this car. I've posted the Nissan for sale. So the Nissan is completely finished, licensed, insured, emissions inspection, all that good stuff. Runs great. So I just posted it for sale yesterday. So when I get the Nissan sold, I'm going to use the money that I get from the Nissan and pay this down to where when I sell it to CarMax, I'll break even. I won't have any money left over on it. And then So what I'm gonna do in regards to this video is I'm just gonna show a little time lapse of my son and myself putting this 56 Bel-Aire back together, because I gotta get it mobile so that we can tow it. And the entire car is actually inside my little storage building back here, because we are trying to get this house ready to put it on the market by the end of this month. I don't know if that's gonna happen. I've been inside painting like a madman, cleaning up around here on the outside. I know it doesn't look like much as far as cleaning up, but I've been cleaning up. But when you look in here, so this is a little storage room on the back side of my house. There's the entire Bel-Aire disassembled sitting in here. So there's I think that's the 2-speed power glide. I've got a 3-speed Saginaw, 2 starters. I got 2 engines for it. There's the original inline 6 right there. There's another original inline 6 right there. So I've got a 3-speed Saginaw in here. There's the intake manifolds, 2 intake manifolds. So I've got 2 complete engines. One of them actually has a hole in the oil pan. It threw a rod. I don't remember which block it is. So me and my father went and found an original 6-cylinder that the guy was pulling out of his car to do a V8 swap. And we bought it so that we can put this car back to 100% original, because this car is originally a 56 Bel-Aire 4-door post with the 200 inline 6 and the 2-speed power glide. The car that we bought the replacement engine out of was a 3-speed Saginaw with the 200 inline 6. But I'm gonna slowly try and put this car back together today. It's probably mostly gonna be in time lapse. I'm not gonna get too carried away with it, but it's easier to transport it with it all put onto the body of the car instead of having to do it all in separate pieces. So we're gonna throw everything back in here just for temporary and see how it goes. Okay guys, so I've moved a bunch of the parts up here, looking through all the rest of it to find all the hardware for it, but I've got everything laid out for it. So now I want to show you all the parts that I just pulled out of this freaking shop, or out of this storage building or storage room in the back side of my house. These tubs are just full of parts, but it's every single part to put the car back together. So there's one box, and it's just full of stuff. And there's all kinds of random stuff in there. Same with this. There's the hood ornament. There's door parts. There's another box full of door parts. I still got all the engine stuff is still in here. So there's one of the inline 6s. There's a torque converter and a associated bell housing for the automatic. There's the 3-speed Saginaw. There's the vents and the blower motor and whatnot. And there's another heater box there. 2 starters. 2 inline 6-cylinder heads. So, and then 2 intakes. There's the original radiator, valve cover. I do have both valve covers for both motors. But there's one block. There's the other block. Here's the automatic. That's the 2-speed power glide, 56 model. But yeah, so there's all my heater controls and whatnot. I'm just gonna get the hinges and everything to put the body back together. I'm not actually gonna put any of the interior pieces back together. All I'm doing is trying to get the body back together, and then I'll put these totes inside the car. So we'll see how it goes. All right guys, so I wasn't able to get as much done as I wanted to, but I got the front end bolted on. I'm having a little bit of trouble finding the hinges for the doors, but I've got all 4 of the doors up here. Got the deck lid mounted. I can only find one of the fog lights for the turn signals. It goes on this side. I don't know where that one is. So I got to dig through some more shit and figure out what the hell's where all this stuff is. But got the steering column back in it. Got the steering wheel seats are in it. So we'll see how it goes. So I wanted to show y'all a little known feature about these. Well, I don't know if it's little known, or it was little known. It's little known now because a lot of the people that used to deal with these cars aren't around anymore. But this 56 has a pretty unique gas tank. So I'm gonna flip it around and show you how you fill this thing up. It's really pretty cool. So this is the back of the car. Here's your tail light. You flip the tail light down to get to your gas cap. So when you get done, flip your tail light up, and then, well, these tail lights aren't bolted in, so it's probably gonna fall. But then you turn that, and now when it's in there, you can't tell that it's any different from that tail light. So thought that was pretty cool. Figured I'd show y'all that. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed that video. Now, I want to go ahead and let everybody know it's probably going to be random when I upload videos for over the next couple weeks, because I'm really trying to get my house on the market. I had a realtor come and talk to me today. More than likely going to try and put this house on the market within the next 2 to 3 weeks. So I'm really going to be hustling on the house. Not really going to have time to be doing any automotive stuff. Now, I'll still videotape when I do the rebuild on the front suspension on the Audi, but that's probably going to be the only video between now and when I move into my new house. Unless it takes a while for this house to sell. I don't know. If this house is taking a while to sell, I'll still keep working on stuff. It'll just have to be something that I can finish in the same day so that I can keep the house clean for the purposes of selling. So it's going to be hit or miss for the next couple weeks. Hope y'all will bear with me through this. I got a lot of different shit on my plate right now, and it's starting to get overwhelming. So I'm going to have to lay off of trying to focus on these videos as much as I have been, just for the next couple weeks, and then I'll be back into the full swing of it. So really hope y'all understand. But if you like what I did in this video, and you enjoy what I've been doing throughout my channel, please like, comment, share, subscribe, let your friends see what I'm doing. And like I say, I'll be back random over the next couple weeks, and then after that it'll be constant. So hope you understand, and I really appreciate y'all sticking around.